Good morning, everyone.
Hello. Do you see how beautiful these are?
This is gorgeous. So these are Rex Begonias, and that's what we're going to be talking a little bit today in our live video. So we're doing our live from the greenhouse series, and glad that you're joining us. And we just give you a little highlight every day from the greenhouses, and you can literally watch the plants grow as we get into this growing season, and we take you along, show you that behind the scenes of what's going on in the greenhouses.
So something that we had a lot of questions on yesterday was we did an unboxing of these. These are Rex Begonias, and
This one's my favorite, just because it's so unique with that the leaves are actually like swirled, and you can see this here. They just make a unique presentation with those planters. They are shade-loving plants,
Yep.
so you have to remember that.
and you can see this one has almost like polka dots all the way around the edges of it. Aren't those so pretty? So they don't really get a lot of flowers on them. It's more so for the foliage.
Yep, they can get a little kind of a dainty flower sometimes, but yeah, like you said, it's mainly the foliage and just the uniqueness. So this is almost like the escargot. It has that swirl in the leaf, but it has a little more color variation in that.
This one is Macarena. So if you're wondering on the name, that's the name of that one.
This one is more of a red. This one is Red Kiss. So you can see
This one gets like when it has a little bit of light shining on it, it gets
like an iridescent, shimmery.
like shimmery.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, it's almost like a metallic shine.
And then there's one more that we have, actually two more. Do you want to show those?
Sure. So salsa we've had in the past years, also for the fireworks. So this is the salsa.
So which one is your favorite?
Yeah, the salsa is really neat. And we've had all of these. We put them in of course, a shady spot. So we do on the north side of our house, and also our the building, and they perform just fantastic.
So the question that we had was, they look so big. Like people were surprised at how big the plants were. So there's 25 in here. And because when we talk about plugs, we talk about little itty bitty plugs, but there's all different. So these are cuttings. And then something like, grab this. You see these? This is gazanias. Totally different.
So if we can show the different sizes of the plugs. Gazanias are a sun-loving. This is a 512 tray.
So 512 there's 512 plants in there.
So you can see the size and the difference,
Look at the difference
of the plugs. Now obviously these are much further along. These are going to go in our flats. So that's the reason that we might get, we usually have 288 trays or 512 trays. Right. And so we kind of stagger out especially the gazania crops.
So when you're talking about plugs, there's different sizes that you can get. Obviously, when you have cuttings, those are going to have to be a bigger plug, because they have to be able to, it's going to be a bigger plant.
And the spikes that are already planted up, those are a pretty good sized plug. That was, I mean, they were pretty big.
I think it's all depending on how much soil it needs to start getting those roots started. Whereas the gazanias are coming from seed, so you're starting with very little. Something like this, where you have to actually poke in the cutting, you have to have more.
So that's what a plug looks like, and that again, that's how we are starting our greenhouse crops. As we use a greenhouse that will get these started, and they're starting maybe 3 weeks or a month, or sometimes it's months ahead of time. And so the reason that we have plugs is it cuts down a lot of time, so you get a nice good start. And especially in northern Wisconsin, heat is a huge factor. If I don't have to heat these greenhouses an extra month, especially in those really cold months, December, January, that is a big factor for us to make the greenhouses a much more viable business for us. So that's the reason that we start with plugs. We used to we would start a lot of petunias indoors from seed.
And you still do a lot of
plants. We'll still do a lot of seeding. So all of our vegetables are started. We have a propagation chamber, so that gives those trays that bottom heat, and it really helps speed up that process. But the vegetables grow fast, and there are some flower crops that we will grow, mainly for like a later crop for us. A lot of the zinnias, the gazanias we'll do sometimes. Also marigolds, lots and lots of marigolds.
Yes.
Yeah, so literally probably 30,000 marigolds that will grow indoors.
Those 3 trays. I want to show them all side by side.
Do we even grab all the we got
all the rocks. So look at these colors, and what is your favorite? Bring them really close.
Yeah, there's some really unique variety. That's why we love these.
So much fun,
Yeah.
and
they're a lot
to
of fun to plant.
Size. They are.
So that's the Rex Begonias. We do have a video on our YouTube channel. If you look up, one of the easiest ways on YouTube, if you go there, so we have our Sharky's Greenhouses YouTube channel, and if you want to see how we did some of our shade containers, you can just type in shade plants Sharky's, and that'll bring up those videos.
I think my most favorite one was I took 3 different Rex Begonias, 3 different colors, and put them in with another begonia that was like
an angel wing, or maybe a dragon wing begonia.
I think it was an angel wing.
Okay, yeah.
And it had all that color spilling out from it with all that foliage coming up behind it. And then we had some grasses coming out from it. It was so pretty.
Yes.
It was one of my favorites. Walking up to the door, because that was right where the shaded part is for us. It was just beautiful.
Yeah.
So really fun plant to have. And Rex Begonias can come inside for winter.
Yeah. I think my mom had, didn't she have some of her begonias? She has a
If they're going inside
that,
the house, you have to have a lot of light.
Yes.
But they can come inside for winter and be, just a house plant in a very sunny area in the house. In the when you're outside during like the summer, they need to be more in that shaded area.
So again, now with these shade plants, you do have to watch your watering, because it's really easy to overwater when your plants that are in the shade, they're not getting that full blast of sun, the heat. So it's very easy to overwater them, where they'll keep that moisture a lot longer than, say, those geraniums or those petunias that are sitting in that blasting sun. So
and
watch your watering.
Even by the leaves and the stems, there's a lot of moisture just like you can just feel it in there.
Yeah.
So that's also one of those things that you have to watch, that if you start getting little black spots on them, that probably means you're overwatering.
Yeah, so the begonias have a pretty delicate root system, and if those roots get rotted out, it's
it's hard to bring them back.
Yeah, it takes so long, like months. It could take for them to regrow if you correct that problem right away. So watch the watering. Yep, fertilizing about once a week with the Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer. So even though they're in that shade, you're still going to go through and give them a weekly dose of the Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer.
Perfect.
So
speaking of fertilizer,
yes,
let's do our retailer highlight of the day.
So brand new retailer for us this year of our Beat Your Neighbor fertilizer is Ebert's Greenhouse Village down in Ixonia, Wisconsin.
You had to look it up to see how to
I
say
did
it.
that. It's a really Ixonia is Ixonia, and I was like, oh, how do you pronounce this? It's Ixonia. So Ixonia, Wisconsin, west of Milwaukee, quite a ways west of Milwaukee, but just to give you an idea of where that is. So they're quite a ways west.
And were they open yet?
They're not opening until, I think their open date for this year was April 15th.
Okay.
So for 2026,
And
they're opening up mid-April.
Once we get into the greenhouse season, we'll probably do another reminder of where some of these places are. Because right now, a lot of greenhouses aren't open. We're all just getting ready and planting.
Growing stuff, yeah.
Yes.
We're not ready for the public yet.
And so we're just letting you know, just kind of a heads up of where some of those people can get our fertilizer from.
So Ebert's Village Greenhouse down in Ixonia, Wisconsin. Yeah. So be sure to check them out and let them know that we sent you. So, all right, we are off to planting our Rex Begonias today. You can see lots of hanging baskets behind us.
Yeah, we're starting to get bumped in the head with stuff.
Yeah, it's rapidly filling up in our back two greenhouses. We try to keep everything as close as possible back here, heating as few areas as you have to, but at some point, probably next week, we'll be firing up our other three greenhouses, the front greenhouses. Those are our retail greenhouses. Get those fired up, and then we'll have to be hauling some stuff out there. But we did a pretty good job on hanging baskets yesterday, banging out lots of hanging baskets.
Yes.
So they're just itty bitty babies, but keep watching. I mean, it's like you'll see that transformation day by day, and all of a sudden those hanging baskets, they just start crusting over and peaking colors, and then
As
boom,
soon
they
as they
getting
start
big.
crusting, it seems like they grow like teenagers. Like
Yep.
they just all of a sudden
But
get
all
huge.
of a sudden, you know, the days are getting longer. We're getting more and more sunlight, so it's starting to warm up. So it goes fast. So it's a lot of fun to watch. So be sure to catch our weekday lives every day, and then we do that Saturday stroll each Saturday, and we just kind of bring along, you know, grab a cup of coffee. We do it in the morning, and just to watch the, you know, see what happened this week and see that growth that week to week.
So fun.
All right.
Have
Well,
a
thanks
great
for joining
day.
us. Bye bye.